Gamer's Life, and I'm here with hip-hop legend, Queens representative, the great Darryl DMC McDaniels. DMC, what's going on?
What's happening? What's happening? Place to be, 2015 Comic-Con. We got it going on.
All right. So being a hip-hop artist and a comic book fan, tell me about the importance it was to you to have this creation.
Well, I wasn't ashamed. I was never ashamed of goodness and creativity and imagination and fun. So before hip-hop came over the bridge, it changed my life. You know what I'm saying? When I heard Cold Crush 4, Funky 4+1, Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation, and all the real legends and pioneers, I was a little kid, my whole world was comic books. And when hip-hop came over the bridge, it was like comic books came to life. And I was able to succeed and become the king of rock because comic books gave me confidence. It gave me the enjoyment of creativity and imagination and stuff like that. So it was totally linked to me. And that being said, after 30 some odd years in the music business, my two friends came to me and was like, yo, DMC, we didn't know you was a real comic book head. You should do a comic book. At first I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to just be another rapper because I had a hit record trying to do some other business and stuff like that. And they was like, yo, don't do it as DMC the celebrity. Do it as little Darryl McDaniels, the guy that loved comic books. And it's important to me that I could use this medium. Like everything I did with my music is what I want to do with the comic book. And I think since it's done with integrity, the comic book is going to work because comic book was my first creative outlet, which allowed me to be successful in hip hop.
Hip-hop has influenced all types of culture since its inception.
Everything.
So with the rise of the hip-hop variant comics,
Yep.
tell me how important is it that hip-hop continues to be at the forefront of inspiring
That's
culture?
a great question. Hip hop tells people what to drive, what to wear, what to drink, how to walk and talk. Hip hop was created so we could tell each other how to live, especially the young people. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, hip hop didn't just create rappers. You know what I'm saying? We need hip hop educators and hip hop scientists. We already got designers, we already got directors, we already got CEOs. This generation needs to realize that hip hop could be a part of everything and have a positive influence. You know what I'm saying? Like my story, I went to Catholic school my whole life. And I didn't just become a rapper, I became one of the greatest rappers of all times. I was a Catholic school kid, you know what I'm saying? Always on the honor roll, 5 and 6 stars. Everything that is good, everything that is wholesome, everything that is creative, everything that is motivational, inspirational, educational. Hip hop needs to touch that so it could be good for everybody.
For me, comic books was before the hip hop. And if anybody can let y'all know that geeks and nerds are cool in geeks and nerds room, it's you, B. And that's how we started the DMC universe.
DMC's comic, it's in its second year. So talk to me about the importance of having hip-hop representation in comic books and a part of the greater culture.
Well, I think it's really important. And I mean, if you look back at comic books, to some extent, I think hip-hop was represented in its form, meaning hip-hop used to speak to what's going on in the streets, what's happening, the grit, the grime, the crime. You know, you got a lot of that in comic books, and I think you got a lot of that in hip-hop, but I don't think you necessarily saw a rapper per se in comic books, or you didn't see b-boys or breakdancers too much. So now I think that we're able to see these things in a real organic way, not like some forced, corny way. And I think that's like really dope that DMC and them are bringing that to the table.